Welcome, Royal Family. You tuned into Healing Queens, the podcast, where the focus is motivation, support, and guidance for the growth of our queens. I'm Member E2K, your certified healing life coach. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, y'all, to episode 81. Episode 81, Self-Love. This episode is sponsored by healingqueens.org. That's healingqueens.org. E2K Worldwide Services LLC, and Florida Executive Maintenance, as well as thebeboutique.com. That's thebeboutique.com. Now, I want to tell you about our sponsor for October. These are our October sponsors, but I want to share that in specific. When you go to thebeboutique.com and you purchase one of their soaps that is called specifically Be Still Queen, it's a lavender and vanilla handmade natural artisan soaps. And this special one, specific one, it's limited. It's called Be Still Queen because every time you purchase one of Be Still Queen from the Bee Boutique, a proceeding of that comes back to healingqueens.org, which is Healing Queenz Inc, the nonprofit organization. So we thank that sponsor, the Bee Boutique, for doing this for us. So please make sure you check out our website. And when you purchase the Be Still Queen, and you can get that as a gift for anyone, especially for the month of October, which is Domestic Awareness Month, please make sure that you support that website. Supporting them is supporting us. We get a proceeding of that. So we thank for that sponsor. Now, I want to talk about self-love, especially in this month of October. That a lot of people, and rightly so, are speaking about breast cancer. I have plenty of friends that are survivors and those that didn't survive. But for the sake of this podcast in particular, we're going to talk about the domestic violence survivors. And me being one of them, it's important for me to always remind not only the survivors, but the women that are going through it at this moment to love themselves. I know at the time it's difficult, right? Not a lot of people understand, and this topic is still so taboo. You would think that it's not. When knowing all the numbers, the high numbers of victims each day, women and young girls being molested, being killed, being harmed each day. It is heartbreaking, but it continues to happen. And even though we bring light and we bring awareness to the situation, it's still happening. So we're going to continue to advocate. We're going to continue to scream from the rooftops. We're going to let you guys know that there is help out there. There's organizations such as healingqueens.org that do life with you. And nothing's easy. One of the main questions that people always ask me, how can I help my friend that's going through it? And my answer is always simple. Just remind them that you're there. Calling them dumb and telling them to leave the situation and just giving them advice. If you've never been in that type of situation, all you're going to do is have the person just, want to step back. Because I know when people used to tell me, just leave him, just walk away, just leave or whatever. It sounded good, right? But when you're in it, when your abuser has you in it, when that narcissist has wrapped you around his finger and you don't know any better, it's not as easy. But I did always remember the people that used to tell me, the non-judgmental people that used to tell me, I'm here for you, sis, when you're ready. When you're ready, I'm here for you. And constantly reminding me, hey, sis, I'm here for you. Those are the voices that when I was contemplating on leaving or making a decision, those are the voices that I would remember, like, okay, I'm not alone. There are people actually that do got my back and care about me and love me. Because people can tell you, they love you and all that, but it's hard to feel that or to understand that type of love when I'm already being told, that I'm loved, and then I get slapped. I'm already being told I get loved, I'm loved, and then I'm called out by my name. So a lot of things that I tell my friends and people that ask me about, how do I deal with someone that's in a domestic violence relationship? Understand that if you're not in it and they're in it, the best thing you can do is just stand by. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you want to just, hey, wake up, right? Snap out of it. But it doesn't work that way. But letting them know that you're around, that you love them, explaining to them about their exit plans, which is, you want me to hold your important paperwork? Um, I can hold some money for you if you would like. When you need it, it's here. Any important documents, pictures that you would like me to hold for you. They may not be ready, but it's something that you just want to keep it in the back of their minds, because I didn't know about no exit plan until someone told me, listen, I know you're not gonna leave, and I'm not asking you to, but if you're ready and when you're ready, the last thing you want to stop and do is find the stuff that you want to take. It should already be in a bag. It should be already put away somewhere. And slowly but surely, I used to do it until, I had my exit plans. And when it was time to get out, it wasn't as difficult because I didn't have to really search or look. I already kind of knew where everything was at. I already had a different place where I kept my stuff. And so, when I was ready to leave, I didn't care about nothing. I don't care if it was new shoes, jewelry, whatever it was staying, because my life meant more than that. So I'm not speaking only to the survivors, but I'm speaking to those that are in it right now. Those that are a little aware. Just that that it's not right the way he talks to you, that it's not right how he treats you, and it's not right that you're crying every night. It's not crying that you're suffering from anxiety and you're nervous every time he asks you, where did you just come from? That you have to think of 1,000 excuses in your mind instead of just bluntly telling him the truth, because you don't know how he will react to that. Domestic violence is not only hitting, it's verbal, it's financial, it's sexual. It's all sorts of different things. People right away granted to hitting. And mind you, it gets to that level, but the hitting is way much after they done chipped you down, chipped your spirit and your soul, and where you can't lift yourself up from the ground. And at that point, by the time you get slapped or hit or whatever, it's almost like, you've already beat me down with your words and lack of love and understanding and threats. Love yourself, even through that. Even when he calls you ugly, even if he says no one's going to love you like me, even if he says that, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too dark, you're too light, you don't have green eyes, your hair's too short, your hair's too long, your hair's kinky. your hair straight. There's always going to be something. But you are perfectly made. God has made you perfectly. Just the way you are is the way that you're supposed to be. Don't let nobody influence you in changing up your body physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If you don't feel good about yourself, believe me, changing so someone else could quote unquote feel good or like you more, that never works. That never works. You can chop up your body, you can add stuff, take stuff away, and at the end of the day, it's really just a manipulation. He just wanted to make sure that he can make you do what you did, right? Um there's never going to be any amount of love that you show him, any loyalty, money, whatever. It's never going to be enough. And you have to understand that you are enough. You're enough, sis. You're enough, queen. You are amazing. You are the apple of your father's eye. And when I say your father, I don't mean your biological, I mean your spiritual. The father that loves you, that has crowned you, that has placed that crown on your head. And this is why they call you queen. Queen, man, rise up. Rise up. Look for help. Don't stay quiet. Talk to somebody. Find a friend. Find an organization. It's not too hard to do anymore. Just a quick Google. He is not sorry. He will do it again. And those guilt gifts, at the end of the day, they're not worth it. You can't rock a bag in a hospital bed. You can't rock a bag once you're no longer here. That all that, the chain, the new furniture, the new car, whatever it is that he offered you or has tricked you to believe that he's going to get for you, that trip to Paris or Niagara Falls, wherever he promised to take you, they're just gifts, so you don't call the police, so you don't leave him. But there's always going to be another incident. The last incident is always going to seem like it's the last, but there's always that next one. They say that women, at least 1 out of 7 times, and I believe it's more, I want to say it's more, but I'm just going to say, just to say a number right now, go back to their abuses before they realize or get that aha moment. Some of them will leave scarred and traumatized. Some will make it. And very few will survive. Few will survive. Queen, I don't want you to be in those numbers. I don't want you to be in those categories. I don't want to be #rest in peace for any of my queens anymore. I beg you to love yourself. This podcast is to remind you to love yourself, to hug yourself. That the love, that true loyal love that you're looking for is only going to come through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I know you may not want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. When people were trying to tell me, I'm like, what? I need a man. No. What I needed was that unconditional love. What I needed was that agape love. That love that surpasses all understanding. And because with that love comes this peace. Oh my God, this immense peace that I now experience in my life that I won't trade for nothing. Nothing in the world I would trade my peace for. That love and that peace that only God can offer you. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there, right? And that's my belief, my opinion. My belief and my opinion. But if anyone knows my life or knew how I used to live before to how I'm living now, I am a walking testimony. I'm a walking truly testimony, letting you know that I now can tell you that I love myself. I don't need no one to tell me that I'm beautiful or that I'm amazing. God already has spoken life into me. I already know that. I already know I'm amazing. I walk with the crown on my head, right? Until you don't see the crown, you don't see me, right? I've already changed my perspective. I understand my calling. Man, I know my assignment. And because I know that, God covers me. He loves me. He protects me. And with that love, I walk high and mighty. Because I'm my father's favorite. He's, you're his favorite too. Don't tell nobody. I be telling people it's just me, but you're his favorite too. You're the apple of his eye. Like, he wants us to see us happy and healthy and thriving. Love yourself, because if you don't find that love within yourself, how do you expect anyone else to love you? If you yourself are downing yourself, like, oh, I'm not enough, I'm this, I need to lose weight, I need to put more makeup, I need to, whatever it is that you feel you need to do, when you don't, you're naturally beautiful. God made you the way you are for a reason. There is reason and purpose in everything. Even our bad habits. Like, we're not perfect. We don't come imperfect. But whoever God has for you will perfectly love you imperfectly the way you are. Continue to love yourself, so that when people around you, they just want to love on you as well. But not that you need that, right? Because you already know. I can buy myself flowers. I can take myself to the movies. I can, do it all myself. God didn't make us to do life alone. So naturally, of course, I do life in community. I have my sisterhood. I have my village, Right now, this season, I am single, and I'm okay with that. No rush. I'm no rush at all to partner up with nobody on my own, right? So if God sends me someone amazing, hey, then that's what it is. Am I sitting down waiting and look at, no, I'm not doing that, because I have so much life to live. I have so much life that I didn't live before, that I'm just holding on to my peace, holding on to my gratefulness, and continuing to create awareness to you, to you, to you, to you, to you, all those watching this video. And even if it don't affect you personally, I know that you have a friend, a coworker, somebody that domestic violence has touched their lives. So send them this video. If it never happened to you, God bless you. But you've had someone in your family, and maybe you haven't found out yet, someone in your family, because that's how close it is, and people don't realize it. I mean, it could be your neighbor. It can be the person the grocery store. You just never know. But pray that it don't be you, and pray that you're not the one seeking help. But if you are, there's help for you. Man, love yourself. Hug yourself. That's what I got. October's domestic violence awareness. And this is my awareness. But this is my reminder for you to love yourself first. Because that sets a bar and a standard to anyone that wants to enter your life. So a person, a narcissist, can't really mess with you if he knows you're already in control and you kind of don't need him, right? You don't kind of need for him to tell you he loves you, you're amazing, or whatever, because you kind of already know that. They kind of prey on people that don't know it. So love yourself. Know that you are amazing. Continue that love for yourself, because that love for yourself is what's going to help you. Believe me, it's going to help you a lot. So stay amazing. Be that light, short and sweet. Make sure that you check on your friends. Be good and be kind, because you don't know what they're going through. Tomorrow is not promised. So make sure that you reach out and let people know that you love them. Rock the purple ribbon for the month of October. Rock some purple. Tag me. Make sure you follow us on all streaming platforms. Make sure if you're watching this video in particular, that's from YouTube, please make sure that check to see if you subscribe. It don't take much, but just click subscribe, hit the bell, the notifications. So anytime there's a new video coming out, you'll be notified. Again, if you want to be a sponsor for any of these episodes, contact us at healingqueenspodcast@gmail.com. Healing Queens with a Z. The Queens is with a Z. Healing Queens podcast@gmail.com. We welcome all sponsors. All money that comes in from donation goes straight to Healing Queens, the nonprofit organization, the organization that do life with women before, during, and after crisis. And that looks different for everybody. So they have, every woman has different needs. Even the kings, we help out. You can be in different situations and we do life with you. So thank you. Continue to follow us on all social medias, Healing Queens with a Z. Make sure you Google us, somos googleable. Go to the website, healingqueens.org. Make sure you go to dbboutique.com and purchase the so-called Be Still Queen. Be Still Queen. They're limited. And when you purchase one of those soaps, part of their proceedings will be donated to Healing Queens, a nonprofit organization. So until next time, thank you. Be amazing. Peace.